Hi, I'm Miriam. Say welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're nosy like me and want to know my tea, you definitely want to subscribe and turn on your post notifications to get notified every time this beautiful face posts. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the struggles of being a single mom, my struggles, what I've gone through, and I think other single moms, especially young single mothers, can relate to what I'm going through or what I've been going through. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I honestly wanted to make this video to vent, but also to give advice of things that I've learned or I'm currently learning to my other young single mommies out there that need the encouraging word. Instead of you guys learning it the hard way, like your girl, you guys can get advice and think about these things before it happens, or you know, if it happens, to know that it is okay. So what really motivated me to make this video was when I went out to brunch with my cousin and her friends for her birthday. I mentioned that in my what video was that? My last video, the try-on haul, that I was going to a brunch. I ended up wearing the gray dress. If you haven't seen the video, you should go watch it. So during that, or I guess after the brunch, and I was gonna say after the weekend, I realized I was suppressing a lot of feelings that I didn't even know that I was suppressing. And we're gonna get into depth about them. You know, your girl, or if you didn't know, I like diving deep into things, especially things when it comes to like your mental health and how you feel and healing. That surface level stuff, it's not gonna cut it here. Not in this channel. It's not, okay? It's not gonna cut it. I say that to say, please address your feelings, feel your feelings. Don't keep suppressing your feelings. If you feel some type of way, address it. Tell yourself, why the F do I feel that way? I had to at some point after that weekend, because I didn't think I was really gonna talk about it. I'm gonna just talk about it briefly, but I did a thing. I didn't regret what I did. I don't regret what I did. If my cousin and her friends are watching this, they're probably like, girl, we know what you did. And my friends too. I told my friends about it. But they're probably like, girl, we know what you did. But I did a thing, and at first I was so happy that I did a thing. But then when I cannot talk. But when I came home, I was just like, damn, I did a thing. Like, why did I do that? I was beating myself up about it. It's like, Miriam. Sorry, I'm looking over there. I'm looking at the spot I was sitting when I was speaking this to myself. I was like, Miriam, you're gonna beat yourself up about this? Like, it already happened. Let it go. Why are you suppressing this feeling? Why are you feeling like this? And I was digging deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then eventually I was just like, okay, I need to let go. Like, what would I tell my daughter if my daughter did what I did? That it's gonna be okay. Like, girl, you already did it. So what the fuck? Ooh, I don't think I can curse when you say, but what the heck can you do now? Nothing. Just continue living your life and don't make, I want to say mistake, but maybe a mistake. Maybe it was a mistake, but not really. I don't think it was a mistake, to be honest. But but I, in a way, wish I didn't do it. But in a way, I'm happy I did it, because then now I learned what not to do and what I am comfortable with. Yeah. I love going out, you know, one, to get the F out of my house. But two, whenever I go out with my cousin and her friends, I learn more about myself, learn something new about myself. I haven't hung out with girls my age in a very long time. We're not gonna get into deep about that, because that's a whole other story for another time. So I'm gonna tell you guys the things that I learned that I'm struggling with, and the things that I learned about myself. One, I learned that I am not 100% comfortable with myself. I thought I was, because I'm in the comfort of my own home majority of the time with my kids. If I'm not out and about, if I'm not out and about getting groceries or taking like a little walk or going somewhere fairly close, I'm always home in my head with my kids. Being around little humans is different than being around people my age. So I realized that I am not fully comfortable with myself. I discovered I wasn't 100% comfortable with myself fully when one of my cousin's friends gave me a compliment, and she's a pretty girl, and I'm not used to getting compliments from pretty girls. She said that, like, you know, you're working out, she losing weight, yeah. So she was like, your body is like, you know, you look good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm also small. I feel like me, Marion, like, girl, first of all, your body is like, you look good, girly. Like, Like, Girly looked good. So I'm just like, me? I look good. Thank you. But when she gave me the compliment, I didn't feel like I should accept the compliment. I didn't feel like, how to say, I didn't feel like, I don't know, I guess like when I'm home, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting to where I want to be. I'm looking good. But I realize when I'm around other people, I don't feel that confident. And which is fine because, you know, I'm a young girl. I'm learning to feel comfortable in my body, especially since my body is changing a lot. My body changed a lot from, first of all, being pregnant at a young age, but also I'm losing weight. So my body is changing. I used to be close to like 300 pounds. And then now I am almost out of the 200s. Going from that to this, it's gonna be an uncomfortable change because I'm getting used to my body. Even when I was younger, I wasn't really 100% comfortable with my skin. And I also realized I couldn't fully put my full personality out there with my cousin and her friends because my personality is a little extra. You guys are getting a glimpse of my personality, but your girl can be more cringier, more, more like, Medion, what is wrong with you? Like, I just like cringy humor. I like cringing at myself. I like watching things like cringy. Depends on the type of cringe. It's like funny cringe or it's kind of like awkward cringe. If you watch the show Insecure, I feel like I'm Issa Rae. Like, she's like cringy weird, you know. I feel like, but mine is a little more, I feel. I just like feel like if I put my full personality, I mean, not everybody should get the full me, but it's like, it's gonna take steps. I'm getting used to being around a setting with other girlies. So for me to feel like I'm supposed to put in 100% my personality, that's not realistic. I just feel awkward sometimes because it's like, I can, but I don't feel 100% comfortable being myself yet. And it bothered me because I like being me, but it's like, girl, you're getting to that. Just like, slow it down. Slow it down. Let me stop. But yeah, my personality is really extra. So, but I feel like my cousin's friends will get the full, the full Marion eventually. But right now, I'm just, you know, trying to learn how to feel comfortable in my own skin and not give a F. Like, I'm starting not to give a F, but not give more Fs. You know what I mean? Another thing is your girl doesn't know how to act around boys. Like, I had to be lit to feel comfortable to even talk to a boy. If I'm not lit, I'm just like, because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to guys talking to me or having like interactions with guys like that. Yeah. Like, I don't know why I get awkward, but I'm just like, they're a boy. Like, what's so special about a boy than a guy? Like, girl. A big thing that I realized during that weekend, or like I said, after that weekend, I don't know how to be a regular 22-year-old. I do not. Mentally, I feel older than 22. I don't feel 22. When I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm 22, but I don't feel it. I don't feel like I am 22. And I told my cousin that. She's like, I just don't understand that. Like, you are 22. I was like, well, I don't feel like it. I don't, like, mentally, I feel like I'm 32, 42, 52, but I'm not. And I came to the realization of why I don't feel like I am 22. And I'm gonna get into it. I'm still accepting this. Like, you're probably like, Marianne, how are you not accepting this? Because let me just get into it. So the reason why, part of the reason why I don't feel like I'm 22, or mentally I don't feel like I'm 22, is because I was in a grooming relationship with my children's father. You know, I was in a very toxic situation. I got into that relationship when I was 17, a junior in high school, and that man was a freaking 24-year-old bum. Ew, like, what? We're not even gonna get into that. That's a whole other story for another day. During the stages of 17 and 21, where everyone is finding out who they are, what they like, what they dislike, and things they're supposed to work on, things they're supposed to improve on. I was in a situation with a toxic, lazy fiend, grooming ASS ninja. He was trying to turn me into the person he wanted me to be, not the person who I was inspired to be. And my young Delulu self thought he was right. Like, there's something wrong with me. Why can't I change into the person he wants me to be? Like, my spirit was legit fighting for its life. Like, I was doing things like, it's like, oh damn, to dive deep and think about like that whole relationship, it'll be a 5-hour documentary. Like, how people can just manipulate people, and manipulation is scary. Like, some people are like, oh, why didn't you just leave? Yo, I mean, I was gonna say, you get into that type of relationship. I don't want anybody to get in that type of relationship because it's draining. And it's like, afterwards, you're like, I was so weak-minded in a low vibration that somebody manipulated me. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not even funny. It's just like mind-boggling. So I am unlearning 4 years of toxic habits, behaviors, mindsets, beliefs from this dirty boy. So I need to give myself some grace and realize my brain is unfrying itself. It is chipping away those thoughts, those beliefs. I'm creating my own mind basically, and finding out what I don't like, making mistakes. That's one thing I'm gonna get into later. But the biggest belief that I had, that I adopted from him, was that I was perfect. I knew I wasn't perfect, but feeling like I should know more than my peers, be ahead, like mindset wise, like try to be older, feeling like I'm supposed to be ahead in some type of way, when it's like, girl. And also that mindset of not feeling like I'm 22 also stemmed from my childhood, where I feel like I had to parent myself. I had to basically be mature than other people around me, because I felt as if I only had myself to fall back on, and I didn't have anybody to basically guide me. My mom doesn't give a F. I don't even think she even likes me nor loves me. She did not care about me. There's so many things reflecting on my childhood. This is why you need to be nice to your kids and not say certain things, because they will remember that shit forever. Like, some of the stuff my mom said to me was so disgusting. It's kind of like, are you even my mother? Like, who the F are you? Like, oh, like, I don't, that's why I don't talk to, I mean, my mom stopped talking to me because I made a TikTok. If you want to go watch my TikTok, I didn't even, like, it's just some petty stuff. As a kid, I felt like I didn't feel like I basically had to be mature. I basically had to raise myself mentally. And what does a freaking, let's say when I was 8, what does an 8-year-old know to better themselves besides the things that they're seeing around them? What do I know? Unless I try to find out other information, like watching TV, learning stuff from that. I shouldn't have had to guide myself to figure out what life is. And I wish I had a parent who gave the F, because my mom, she don't treat me like how she treats my other siblings. She treats my other siblings like they're something, and that I am nothing. And I can say that now without feeling some type of way, because I just accepted that's who my mom was. That's what I grew up with. Another thing that I learned about myself is being a young mom. I was pressing a belief that since I'm a young mom, or since I'm a mom, I can't go out. I can't do things that regular 22-year-olds can do, because fear of being judged of. And I'm just like, yeah, you really cared about what people think about you? Be so for real. Because it's like, I don't care about what people judge me for. Like, but when it comes to me being a mom, I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you something. Come here. I'm a fucking good mom, okay? I'm doing my thing by myself. Little to no help. So if somebody tries to come at me about being a young mom, or if somebody tries to come at me for my parenting skills and stuff like that, nuck if you buck. No, I'm just kidding. But that's something I don't play about. But I am sorry not to give to, F's. I don't care anymore what anybody thinks. I am 22. I am no better than you if you're 22 and you don't have kids watching this. I'm no better than you. What I know is what I know. I am doing this thing by myself with the things I'm learning from the internet and the people around me. And the people around me are close to my age. I don't have an adult, I don't have a mommy or daddy be like, Mommy, Daddy, what should I do? I'm so confused. I don't. So for anyone to judge me, be like, oh, she's going out every other weekend. Go ahead, because it's like, why are you worried about me? I should not be important in your life for you to be talking to me like I am important. I don't do nothing for you. You don't do nothing for me. So I simply don't give F's. If you're not my child, if my child's like, Mommy, can you please stay home? I'll be like, okay, baby. That's a difference. So what anybody thinks about me going out and stuff, because your girl is, I'm gonna make it an reoccurring thing, not a special occasion thing. That was my issue. I kept making going out a special occasion, and I wowed out last time because I haven't went out in like 3 months, and your girl, I told you I did a thing. I did something. But anywho, so feeling like I couldn't be a regular 22-year-old, I was just hyper fixating on working out. I mean, at some point, you saw if you saw my fitness journey video, you know what I'm talking about. But recently, I just be hyper fixating on, I gotta eat healthy. I gotta work out. I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. I gotta focus on school. I need to get to my grade. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then it got overwhelming, and I didn't know that my body was in an anxious state, because now I can feel when my body is feeling anxious. And I love that I'm now more in tune with my body and feeling or understanding what my body feels and needs. Now I know that I don't need to play only that role 24/7, just only playing mommy role, getting to my bag role, getting to where I need to be role. Yes, I do. Logically, I need to be in that mindset, but not 24/7, especially the mommy role. Even though I'm a mom 24/7, no matter what, I've been playing the mommy role even before I had kids, with my siblings, with my younger cousins, with my younger nieces and nephews. I've been playing mommy role for a long time, and it is draining. Mommy needs like a break, and she needs that day of the week where I'm relaxing. Their father is doing it every single day for the past this whole year. He's been playing I'm not a daddy role, so why can't I do it every weekend? Is you gonna babysit for free? Are you gonna be the one that's carrying the burden of watching my children? Unless you are watching this, then never mind, I'm gonna talk about you. But, and realizing I don't need to know more than what I already know. I am 22, not 32, not 42, not 52. So I need to play like I'm 22. Obviously, I have to have some type of maturity because I have children I gotta think about. But it's okay for me not to know more than people around me that are my age. I'm no better than nobody that's 22. I'm trying to figure out life too, just like you. I don't know any better. No one's guiding me. So I really need to let go of that belief that I need to be on top of every single thing that's draining, and it's like mind boggling and mind suffering and mind constipation. Also trying to hyper fixate on not making mistakes. Like, first of all, girl, you would not be a mom if you did not make mistakes. You would not be a young mom if you didn't make mistakes. Not saying my kids are mistakes, just saying the things that happen, while conceiving them. I also learned a little, less emotional stuff that I like. I love dressing up. I love wearing makeup. I love wearing lashes. I love feeling myself in what I wear and just wearing it because of me. I used to have this toxic mindset on, it doesn't matter how I look when I go out. No boy's gonna look at me. No boy's gonna care. Look at me. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I don't want no one to look my way anyway. That's such a toxic freaking mindset to have. It does not matter who was out and about looking at you or not. Do you feel good in what you're wearing? Do you like what you're wearing? Do you like how you look? Do you feel comfortable in what you're wearing or how you look? That's all it matters. F what anybody thinks. Their thoughts don't matter. After they see in the grocery store or whatever you are, you're gonna be not even an afterthought. They're not even gonna think about you. So now when I go out, I just try to do something to make myself feel, like cute, like, So with all of the stuff that I discovered about myself and stuff that I acknowledged and did not suppress, a light bulb went off in my head and was like, you are 22. And I was like, I'm 22. And it's just like the aging in my mind stopped. And I felt like some weight lifted off my shoulders. I felt like young and wild every but I felt so good. I was like, you just figured out that you were 22 and all you're doing is getting older? Girl, I thought people think, do you be cute. So the advice to my young mama and papas, you were only young once. F what Mary Lou, Susie Sue, Khadija too thinks about you. Like, F them, they're not living your life. Live your life to the fullest, but be safe. Do not wait on special occasions to go out. Figure out your schedule and what you can do. If it's even like a walk by yourself for like an hour or 30 minutes, going to the nail salon, going out to eat by yourself, going out with a friend. Try to make it a routine. Try to implement that in your routine. Obviously, you can't do it all the time because we got kids, but when you can, make the time for the things that you want. Make time for you. You are important too. And remember, as much as your kids are growing, you are too. And the biggest one, stop thinking you're older than what you are. If you're 16, you're freaking 16. If you're 18, you're 18. 19, you're 19. 20, you're 20. Etc., etc., etc. We're not older than what we are. We should gain knowledge from older people, but remember, it's okay if we make mistakes. We are growing. We are human. We are not perfect. And if people think you're supposed to be perfect as soon as you become a mommy or papi, they don't have children because they would have not said that. Say this to say this, please don't forget about yourself. And this is stuff I'm learning too. I am trying to just live in the now. Stop worrying about the future. Plan for it, but don't hyper fixate on it because the future will come. The present is present, like the word. It says in the word, present is legit now. Take now and live it the best you can with what you know, and you're growing and you're learning and your mind is expanding. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I pray legit this video targets the right people and you guys learn something from this, because being a single parent is so hard. So if you're a friend of a single parent, or maybe a mom or a dad, an uncle, sister, auntie, doesn't matter, send this to them. I feel like this video can also be relatable to people who are not mothers, who are not parents, living your life to the fullest. I have a friend who's not a mom, and she's having problems with trying to be a normal 22-year-old. And, we're doing it together, trying to live it up, realizing we don't got that time. We're just wasting time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched to the end, we typed it like this. Thank you so much. If you're nosy like me and want to know my tea, you definitely want to subscribe and turn on your post notification to get notified every time this beautiful, beautiful face posts. Please like, comment, share. Yeah. Bye guys. Stay blessed.